Hey guys, I just wanted to make a quick video on an error code that I've been receiving when trying to drag and drop samples that I've downloaded off the internet into Logic Arrange window or EXS24 sampler. I've been getting this error code 43, which is basically preventing me from dragging and dropping samples or using any samples inside of Logic. And it usually has to do with permissions or corrupt files, but I know these files are completely fine. I've used them before, but for some reason in the last month I've been having issues. I don't know if it's because I've transferred files from here to there, from hard drive to external hard drive, etc., but I have been having problems with certain samples, and it's been a real pain, and I haven't really found much online to solve this problem. What I have found I will show you now, and they can help definitely, but I will show you what I had to end up doing in the long run. So normally if you have a lot of special characters in the sample themselves, sometimes Logic doesn't like that, and you need to remove the special characters from the samples themselves. Like all these underscores here, if it's giving you a hard time, your first solution is to remove these underscores and get rid of them. And if you have any, and I mean special characters like exclamation points, underscores, slashes, anything like that, you want to remove from the samples themselves. That's one of the solutions that I've found online, and I tried that and it still didn't work for me. But I know that this has been a solution for a lot of people. I see a lot of people saying that this is exactly the problem that they were having when getting this error code 43. Another solution is that I found is going to get info and going to the permissions area here and making sure that it says read and write, and that up here this locked checkbox is unchecked. If it is checked, then it can give you a lot of problems. Normally, anytime I've ever downloaded a sample, this will not be checked, and you should have the privileges just like this. It should be just fine. So that is another solution that I also have seen that people had issues with, and once they unchecked the box, unlocked, and once they saw that this was in read and write, then they were good to go. For me, I was still having issues, so I kind of was at my wit's end because I didn't see any other solutions online, and I had dug pretty deep on Reddit, YouTube, Google, all that kind of stuff. So I just really started having to mess around with my samples by myself and figure out some sort of workaround. Now, I'm not saying that this is the best solution, but this is what's worked for me, and I really don't know. I would love to know why this is. I don't know. To me, there is no rhyme or reason to why this is happening and why this is a solution, but it is, and this is what I'm using. So what I've had to do is, a lot of times there'll be a lot of subfolders in these packs. Like this pack here, it's the initial sample pack, then you got all the different, sorry for my birds, they're going a little crazy. You've got like different subfolders. So you know, you got this vocal hooks dry, and then sometimes inside of that vocal hooks dry, there'll be like vocal hooks dry short, vocal hooks dry long, you know. And so basically how I was able to solve this for myself was to drag the samples outside of the subfolders and into more of a main folder. So for instance, if I was still having trouble with these, trying to drag them into the Arrange window or into EXS24, I would take these samples that are in this subfolder here and drag them out into the main sample pack. And once I did that, for some reason, I would drag and drop them into the Arrange window and they would work. So again, all I did was drag the samples that are in these subfolders, drag them out of their subfolders and into more of a main folder, and then try to drag and drop them into Logic, and it worked just fine. Now, again, none of these samples are corrupt, at least to my knowledge. I've used these before for a long time, and I haven't had any problems. Not these particular samples, but a lot of the samples that I've been using for a long time were giving me issues as well. The folders aren't corrupt. Nothing is wrong with the folders. I don't understand why dragging them out of subfolders into main folders all of a sudden makes it so that these samples are able to work with Logic. But that is something that's worked for me. So like I said, just if it was something like these and you were trying to drag and drop them into EXS24 and the little exclamation point came up and said, you know, error code 43, file corrupt or incorrect permissions or whatever, just take these samples out, drag them into the main folder here, and then try drag and dropping them into your arrange window, and it should work. If it doesn't, then go to the next step. Go and take them all the way out into your, like, drag and drop them onto your desktop. Just try different areas. Basically, try to drag your samples to, excuse me, into other areas, like maybe onto your desktop or into the main, you know, into your hard drive. Just anywhere where you can try to get them to work. And yeah, that's basically what I did. I don't know why this works, but it does. And if you guys have any answers or any input on this, I would really love to hear it, because I still don't understand why that happens just by dragging them out of their subfolders into different folders. I really don't understand it. But if you guys want, please comment and let me know if you've had this problem. I really hope this helps you. I'm doing this. I know this is kind of a situational thing. Maybe a lot of people haven't experienced this, but I know it can be really frustrating. And I really wanted to kind of give back to the community, because it's I know how much of a pain this can be. So if you guys ever run into this, please let me know, and let me know if you guys had the same problem. I hope this helps. Thanks.